This is the weekly journal for the second week of April 2022. I already watched uh, all of the videos, all of my daily reviews, and went over the trades I took. It was a good week in terms of profit. You can see here that I ended up with a double. I ended up doubling my week. I have a weekly goal of 3R, and for a monthly goal of 12R, and I doubled that this week. But that's not what matters. Mm, what matters is the setups. What matters is the process, how I do things, because the way I do things, it's how I'm gonna be able to scale them up. Um, One of the good things that I noticed during this week was that I did not allow my loser trades to freak me out and to bring my emotions down and then just make me trade from a subjective point of view. So that was very good. Um, I managed to continue trading, just pushing through the, the losing trades, uh, using my time to find good setups. So all of those were very good things. One of the things that I need to work on is maybe wider stops. Um, it has helped greatly that I removed my unrealized gains from my montage from my platform. That's very good because that means I just focus on the setups, and I place my stop loss on based on what I'm looking at on the graphs, and not about how much money I'm gonna be making if I place my stop loss here, and how easy and how fast am I gonna make the money. But as the days went by, I started to notice that it was crawling back into the back of my head, the idea of profits. So that's not good. It defeats the purpose if I'm still manifesting the numbers in the back of my head, and it's affecting the decisions I make. So that's not good. Um Externally, there is not much I can do about it. Internally, um, it has to be affirmations and meditation to put me in the best emotional state possible. So it's gonna come with time, I hope, and we'll see how it goes. One of the things I need to work on, another thing that I need to work on is less greedy. Uh, as I start to have a good run of trades, it becomes harder to ignore that fact that I'm having a good run of trades. So the next trade I take, I always want it to be a winner so that I can continue that good run. But I need to bring back that perspective that it's about consistency. That it's okay to have one bad day. That it's about the long term. So that's one thing that I need to focus on, and of course quality setups. But that comes from just being objective, from not allowing the emotions make the decisions for you, and avoid repeating mistakes. One of the things I noticed is that I made a mistake this day that I already told myself. So I need to be much more focused when I'm trading, and that means that I have to go to bed early and wake up early to make sure everything is set so that I'm in the best relaxed mental state possible to do that, and work on consistency. I cannot I cannot allow one trade to define who I am as a trader. So overall, I've been doing good, but I cannot let one bad day, like today, uh, affect my future performance. So it's gonna be a very important test this coming week, because today is Monday and I already traded and I had a bad day in terms of profits and also in terms of the setups I traded. So I need to forget about this day and forget about the previous day and just focus on what the playbook is. I need to trust the setup. Um, Also, the most important thing I noticed is that I hesitate a little bit on my entries, and I think that's because I overthink the information that I'm looking at, so I can be a little bit overwhelmed. But also, that's because I don't really put all of that faith in my playbook that I develop, but it has to be placed. I have to place my faith in the playbook because otherwise, I'm just gonna I'm gonna hesitate, and then I'm gonna end up taking the trades that are not optimal, and then that's gonna decrease the faith that I have on my playbook. So I have to trust the playbook and take the best trades that I can take. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a positive feedback loop that it's just gonna drive me to make a new playbook, and I don't want that because I've already done that too many times. So the cycle needs to stop. I need to trust the playbook and don't hesitate on the entry. And I also need to take it seriously. Despite being a simulation, I took one test trade, but the time for test trades is over. I have my playbook, so I need to be focused on that. Not, I don't have to take shorts as at S3. Uh, Not every day has to be a trading day. If the only option I see is a short at S3, I have to avoid it. Um, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of reversals at R4. They don't really manifest a lot. I don't really see them a lot, but that's yet to be seen. If it might be worth it to take those out of my playbook. But right now, taking shorts at S3 and longs at R3, those are things that I have to take out of my head. And then also, the last day of the week, I ended up pulling trades out of my ass, like taking trades that are not part of my setup. So that's not good. You don't want to trade. You have a playbook for a reason. So I wish I had done this before training today, today's Monday, like I said before, so that I could apply myself for Monday, but I didn't. It was a rough day, so this is why it's very important to do my journal before the next week starts, so I can understand what is it that I need to do for the week. So a little bit too late on that, but tomorrow is Tuesday, so I can use what I have said today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. A few good things. Also, another good thing I should add, because I think I was a little bit too negative, a little bit too critical when I had like when I double my weekly goal, but I'm still very critical, right? But I need to balance that out a little bit. One of the other good things that I did was that I partial accordingly. I respected my stops, so those are very good things. And I didn't have a big blowout day. I stopped when I had to stop. So that's it. That's I think that's how I want to end this video.